Violent crime spiraling way out of control in America's major cities. New York Mayor Eric Adams now touting his city's so-called brand while making fun of rural states all across the country. Here's a little preview of what his branded state looks like.
We have a brand. New York has a brand. And when people see it, it means something.
Okay, New York City has a brand. Is this the brand here, Mr. Mayor, that you're referring to? This poor woman getting the crap beat out of her, beaten nearly to death, stomped on, kicked, beaten by a career criminal that should have been in jail in the New York City subway. All right, we're going to show you the full tape and highlight the brand of one of America's most unlivable cities. Plus, we'll have more on the crisis at our southern border tonight. Arizona Senate candidate Blake Masters will be with us, and Senator Josh Hawley will also be here reacting to the FBI SWAT team style raid on a pro-life activist. But we begin tonight with the Biden recession that is about to go from bad to worse. Look at this. Morgan Stanley's chief equity strategist now believes that a corporate earnings recession is now looming for the country, which is horrible news for your retirement. He is now predicting that we are about to experience something even worse than a regular recession. Stocks plunging to new lows, triggering what he's calling an economic catastrophe. At the center of Biden's failing economy, it's energy, oil, gas, because after months of attempting to artificially lower the price of the pump by recklessly and dangerously draining America's petroleum reserve, well, the cost per gallon of gasoline is on the rise all over the country once again. So now Joe is reverting back to last year's energy strategy, and that's demanding that gas stations simply lower their price, as if they can. Take a look.
Oil and gas companies are still making record profits, billions of dollars in profit. But guess what? The price of oil comes down. Guess how long don't you think the price of the pump should come down? The price of a gallon of gasoline. But look, my message is simple. To the companies running gas stations and setting those prices at the pump, bring down the prices you're charging at the pump to reflect the cost you pay for the product. Do it now. Do it now. Not a month from now. Do it now.
Doesn't really appear that Joey has a firm grip on how businesses actually work or the energy sector operates. Right now, he could lower gas prices, lift his own exploration ban. He could also approve more permits. He's the one that stopped permits. He can reinstate offshore lease sales. He could restart construction on the Keystone XL pipeline and exploration in places like Anwar. If Biden had not nixed this critical project, that the XL pipeline, it would already be complete. According to the Alberta Premier, he's saying they'd be pumping 900,000 barrels of oil into our country from Canada every single day. And while Joe killed America's very own Keystone XL pipeline, he, of course, inexplicably lifted all U.S. sanctions on Putin's Nord Stream 2 pipeline into Western Europe, even as Putin amassed troops at Ukraine's border. Now, today, this pipeline apparently sabotaged with underwater explosions. Natural gas bubbles can be seen here leaking to the surface between Putin's war in Ukraine and this act of sabotage. Well, Nord Stream 2 might never, ever be operational, at least not for the foreseeable future. What's the moral of the story? Well, Western Europe never should have given in to their climate alarmist cult. Russia is not a reliable source of energy. Neither is Venezuela or Ukraine or OPEC or Saudi Arabia, and certainly not Iran. The good news, the U.S. is a reliable source of our own energy needs if we had the brains to do it. We can produce safer, cleaner, cheaper oil and gas and coal right here at home. We can supply all of our needs for hundreds of years, and Europe, and solve their energy needs and help America get rich in the process, which would create untold numbers of high-paying career jobs for the American people. It would also be great for our national security. We would not be depending on countries that hate us for the lifeblood of the world's economy. We could also bail out our European allies, where they're expecting home heating prices to jump a whopping 200% or more this winter. winter. They're expecting people to freeze to death in Europe this year. But there's a big problem. Joe Biden and his fellow Democrats, they are standing in the way. They are determined to turn off the spigot, all in the name of some kind of Green New Deal fantasy cooked up by the religious climate alarmist cult. Now, poor and middle-income Americans, people on fixed incomes, they're the ones right now getting hurt the most by Joe Biden's economy. They're the ones struggling to pay their bills. They're now even putting, necessities on credit cards to pay their bills. More than 2/3 of the American people living paycheck to paycheck. 71% of Americans now cannot make it on their salary that they're taking in currently because, according to the Heritage Foundation, it's about $7,200 more a year per household that people are paying because of Biden's inflation. And as a result, everything is made worse with the dramatic rise in interest rates. On top of that, we have a 40-year high of inflation. That is getting worse. This is an economic nightmare for the American middle class, for poor Americans. And by the way, Joe claims he has so much compassion for. But no one in the Biden administration seems to care. Instead, they're out there focused on more important issues like renaming the Atlanta Braves. Really?
President hosting the Atlanta Braves today. Wondering if you or the president has any thoughts about some of the controversial about the team name, the Braves name, the so-called tomahawk chop. Any thoughts on that?
So, look, we believe that it's important to have this conversation. We should listen to Native American and Indigenous people who are the most impacted by this.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.